What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap, your favorite Damu. And we got a caller calling in from Germany. And I am excited because he's from Germany, you know? International Scrap from the West Side Fruits. Shout out to Brixton, London. Because y'all really show love. Y'all really fuck with me. He should be calling any minute now. I can't even tell y'all what type of interview this is gonna be. It's gonna be everything. Gang, sex, whatever. I'm gonna find out when y'all find out. Because I don't know too much. I'm trying to make sure I know his name. Oh, okay, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Greetings. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you.
How you say your name?
Say it again.
How do you say your name?
Fyzal Campbell.
Okay, Fyzal.
Yes.
When I read it, I was thinking Fizzle, so I'm glad you pronounced it for me.
Nah, trust me. I've heard many different over the years.
Really?
Basil, Fravel, Frisco, Basel, Faithful. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see an R.
Yeah.
I didn't see an R, so I wouldn't have said that. But okay, Phi. It's fine. I'm just glad I got it down. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, where are you born and raised?
Well, I was born in New York, in the Manhattan Hospital, but I lived in Bushwick Avenue, 717. I kind of grew up and down the East Coast. In the beginning of my years, jumping between my mother and my father. And I stayed with my mother majority of my life up until I was about like 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to California, actually. I stayed out there for 4 years.
Really?
And then I was in Orange County. I was known as the Black Ninja, Master of Soul.
Wait. How were you known as the Black Ninja? Why would they call you that?
Well, that's a funny story. Okay, now growing up, this is weird. I was a weird child. Growing up, I was into this the show called Kwa Chen Kane, which was about a monk who journeyed to the West, and basically he kind of lived as a nomad. And so I kind of did the same thing in a sense. And the way that I survived was I would collect bottles and cans. You know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, and recycle them to get like basic foods and stuff like that. And then I would spend time either like studying all my philosophical stuff, or I would sit at the park and try to do things as meditation until my students came. I would teach them martial arts and stuff like that, and then eventually this became kind of a big thing. And we had a team. There were several teams like MFH, and I was part of Monkeys Flying High, Monkeys Combat.
Really?
It was like Asian kids, you know, and those were my days in Cali. Yeah.
Right, and you said that was for how many years?
Oh, that was like 4 years.
Okay, and then after that?
And after that, I went back to Maryland to see my mother. Then I went to Florida to meet my father's family. Not Florida. I mean Georgia. Excuse me, not Florida. Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Georgia with my father's side of the family, and then I spent some years down there, and then I flew to Germany. I went back to New York for about a week, then I flew to Germany.
Why Germany?
Well, I have a sister, Tamika Campbell. She's my mother's eldest daughter, and she's a comedian out here.
Shout out to Tamika Campbell. Okay.
Yeah, and she was doing her thing out here for a while, and she invited me, and she was like, "Yeah, do you think?" Because I make music also, I'm a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
So she asked me to write for shows. I did this. Then she flew me out here. We did a couple shows together, and then I went my separate way, and she went hers.
Oh wow, but y'all still keep in touch, right?
Yeah, of course. That's my sister.
So, how old were you by the time you made it to Germany?
Oh, I made it to Germany in 2011.
And you were how old?
2009. Okay, now I gotta count that down. It's the end of the day over here for me, so my mind is like, I'm moving full fast. That's my excuse. I was throwing that out there.
Wait a minute. So you just don't off the rip remember how old you was when you got to Germany? You got a countdown?
Yeah, I gotta do a countdown because I mean, to be honest with you, I was never a person who looked at the number of my age. I've always just experienced life and just tried to grow and learn as much as I can, as well as experience what I can, so that and always keep a respect, like know exactly what age I am, of course, at the time I'm in that age bracket. But that's and move in that direction, yes. Becoming correct, becoming upright, doing what I have to do, you can say taking my responsibilities.
Right, but you're not making that a milestone number. You're not pinpointing. Exactly, I got you.
Then age fast, you lose this vigor from your childhood. You start and you feel yourself getting tired faster, and you start thinking like I'm getting old, and And I'm not trying to do that. I want to understand. Why is it at a certain point our DNA stops growing and then we start devolving, aging? And if it's possible to actually keep the process going a little bit longer, maybe it's about expression, maybe it's about thought, maybe it's about the things that you eat. But just but first thing is to never focus my mind on the idea of aging, but just experiencing and living life.
All right, makes sense. It does. You got any kids? Sounds like you don't.
No.
Yeah, like living like this, you a wild child. But you're not opposed to having them, right? Okay. All right. At 36, you will still have a kid.
I just respect the concept because I have a lot of children. There's a lot of children in my family.
Oh, okay. All right.
My family. At the same time.
How'd you discover your musical talent, like your songwriting, your singing?
Well, I've kind of been singing my whole life.
Okay.
Like I did like choir in school and stuff like that. But I never thought that I would be an actual singer until I got to Georgia. And when I was in Georgia, I met several different people and different family members who they appreciated my voice and my ability to come up with words. So they were like, okay, well, hey, jump on some tracks. Yeah. So I did that for a while. And then I was excited about some of the stuff that we made. I sent it to my sister, and then she was like, hey, write me a song. I was like, all right.
But still at the same time, you enjoyed this because you're making this a career, right?
Yeah, of course.
And
there's a release I can express, in a different way, that where I don't have to explain, but just physically just express with tone and sound and movement.
So in the choir, this is like during high school or just at church? What choir were you in?
Both.
Oh, okay. Both.
Yeah.
So how were your friends in high school? Were you cool with everybody, or you just had a certain type?
Well, I was a wild child, actually.
You still are.
I was the kind of kid who mingled with everybody.
Okay.
I didn't discriminate against anyone because I knew what it was like to be discriminated against very aggressively.
What type of discrimination had you experienced?
Well, when I left my father and I moved with my mother permanently, I still had an accent because my first language wasn't English; it was like an Arabic and like a Hebraic direction as well.
Okay.
And so going into the normal public school system, you don't fit in with everybody. You're like this small, short, nerdy kid with big old glasses, and you can barely speak proper. And people just make fun of you. You're skinny and you're, got pimples on your face, and you're just a dork. People they go in. They start jumping on you.
I understand.
Yeah, you go through all of this, and that can be a burden on the mind because then you start feeling inferior.
I was just gonna say that, but that didn't stop you from being social, or just kinda.
No, no. Because I had my mother. My mother was always like, the world's gonna try to harden your heart, my son, but you can never let them do it. God done gave you a heart of gold, my child. I'm like, all right.
I love how you changing your voice when you mimicking her. Like, okay, this is really real. She was really saying this. You making it more believable. So okay, that's what's up. You was around pretty much any and everyone. You didn't discriminate against nobody, like you said. Okay, that's what's up. And that's pretty much how you are now.
Yeah.
Is someone's phone dying? What is that noise? That's why it's it's all kinds of just everything, always in the background, any and everything. So, do you have a celebrity crush, Fyzal?
Do I have a celebrity crush?
Yes.
No.
You ever had phone sex?
Ever had phone sex before?
Mm-hmm.
I've had my fun. To be honest with you, I had a traumatic experience when I was younger that kind of turned that for me, really.
Wait, that turned what? Sex or phone sex in particular?
Just sometimes intimate passion with humans in general.
All right, we gonna switch it around. So, what type of music do you listen to, since you're a singer?
Honestly, I listen to more meditation stuff.
Really?
Classical stuff. Yeah. Hip hop stuff, R&B, jazz, folk, blues.
Oh, okay. Rock. Okay, you listen. All right, because I was finna say, if you would have only stuck with instruments and beats, I was finna be like, what? Really? You're not listening to no artists, But okay, you gave me a wide variety right there. I was a little worried at first, but all right, I got you. I really was though. So, what genre is your music? You didn't?
Well, that depends. It depends on the people that I'm working with.
Oh, okay. You don't put yourself in the category.
Like the stuff that I was working on for the last 7 years. It's kind of a mixture between pop, soul, R&B, and I have one song that has a reggae vibe to it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was more in the direction of like pop soul.
I need an example. Who's pop soul? Music Soul Child or something? Like who's pop soul? I don't know.
Okay. Imagine Music Soul Child mixed with a little bit of Bruno Mars, mixed with some Michael Jackson, a touch of Prince.
A touch of Prince?
Curtis Mayfield.
Did you say a touch of Prince?
Yeah.
Man, tell these people where to find you. Shout yourself out. Because you done painted a hell of a picture, man. That was just like, wait, what? No, you need to drop your info. Drop your Twitter, your Facebook, your IG, so they can listen to you. Because they want to. After giving them that description, they can't listen and just be like, wait a minute, what? They got to hear you now. They got to.
Oh, snap. I hope I didn't. That's just what people have told me. I was just listing off names that I've heard from other people, to be honest.
Don't be ashamed. I'm just waiting on the app. What's your app?
Oh, okay. Well, on Spotify, the name is interesting. It's a funny name. The band was called Somebody Else.
Look at you. You're very interesting yourself. So, we're not surprised at this point. We're not.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're not. Yeah, you're very unique. So the band to look for on Spotify is Somebody Else?
Yeah, Somebody Else Music.
Yeah. And on Instagram?
Yeah. On Instagram, too.
Oh, that's
You can also now look at Fyzal Campbell as well. I'm slowly switching everything from Somebody Else to my name because the band is no longer involved in the So now I'm starting a new phase where my plan is to go into a solo career.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the process that I'm at now.
And this is like forced or by choice?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Okay. You still talk to the band, or it's like bittersweet?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was like more or less, my main producer, he was up in age, and he's gotten to the point to where he just wants to, spend time with his family, and he doesn't want to do music anymore. He doesn't want to do shows anymore. And I'm just like, all right. For me, that in the beginning, that was like, oh, after 7 years, no. But
like devastating in a sense.
Each person has their own life that they gotta live.
Right.
I can't stop because he decides to stop. Now I just have to figure out how to move around it. So that's and this was a recent situation. So, but it wasn't a bad thing.
Okay.
It was just life changing.
Right. I bet after 7 years, I bet. Do you have a hero?
Say it again?
Do you have a hero? Or a shero?
Yeah, of course.
Your dad?
Yep, my mother and father.
Okay. What keeps you motivated?
Different quotes that I've gotten from both of them over the years in my life.
Okay.
It sounds weird. It sounds cheesy, but I don't care. It's like, for an example, you're walking down the street and you're having a bad day. You just internally you just don't feel happy. And it seems like everyone around you acknowledges that you don't feel happy, and they intentionally tries to push you over the edge. They try to make like somebody will step on your foot, bump you really hard while they shoulder while they walk past you, or you get on the train and some white lady will clench your purse really tight and act like she's scared you.
Yeah.
And you're fixed with this rage, and you're just like, oh. Then I would think of my father, or something will come to mind where he would tell me like, thoughts driven by emotion controls, manipulates, and manifests reality. And I start thinking about that. Okay, my thoughts driven by emotion. I'm looking at these people, and I'm thinking that they are acknowledging that I'm feeling bad, and I'm getting upset about it. So I'm adding emotion to it, which makes it a reality. So then this person physically hits me, even though in true reality, that person has no idea what I'm going through.
Right.
They're just moving in their life.
Right. Because I was just thinking that as you was breaking down it, like, okay. He said it, and then I love how he broke it down for people if they didn't understand. But that would bring me to asking you, do you consider yourself a man?
The man?
A man. Do you consider yourself a man?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, so what makes a man a man?
What makes a man a man?
Yes.
When a man is upright, when a man is honorable, when a man is trustful, a man is dedicated to his family, a man is respectful to his elders, a man is willing to put himself in a compromising situation for the benefit of the people who he's responsible for. A man is willing to be justful, even if the knife or the gun is in his head. You know what I'm saying? Or on his neck.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a true man is a man who respects his mother. A man is a mother's son.
Okay.
A son.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? The mom. And a man is his father's son too. He carries the honor of his father.
Or he should.
So yeah. Man is a human born of this earth. A true living being, conscious and sentient. A true man is the living spirit and soul that is within, that is immortal yet mortal at the same time.
Was that the definition? I like that though.
No.
I really do. I like that. And really, this interview has came to an end. I appreciate you. I will have you again if you're willing to come on again.
Oh, I would love to. It was my pleasure and honor. And thank you for the opportunity.
No problem. No problem. So y'all, again, this is Lady Scrap, and that was Fyzal. I said it right? Phi?
Fyzal Campbell.
Yeah, Fyzal Campbell. You know, check him out on Spotify under that band Somebody Else, and be on the lookout for his solo ventures. Comment on this episode, this interview. Let me know how I'm doing, how he's doing. Did he paint the perfect picture of them artists he dropped? What you say? Music Soul Child, Bruno Mars, Curtis Mayfield, Prince, Michael Jackson. What? Let me know how y'all feeling. Do you agree? You don't agree? It ain't gonna hurt. It don't matter. Say it anyway. Let us know. You got me somebody to interview? Email me at hoodchicks35gmail.com. Follow up on Instagram. It's the Hood Chicks.